comfortably, and suddenly that fire you felt, gone. This is what I call the motivation trap. We wait to feel motivated before we take action. We think we need to be excited, pumped up, ready to go. But here's the brutal truth. Successful people don't feel motivated most of the time. They just do the work anyway. That's the difference. That's the entire game right there. Let me give you a real example. You think an Olympic athlete wakes up every single morning excited to train? Absolutely not. There are days they're sore, days they're tired, days they'd rather do literally anything else. But they show up anyway, because they've built discipline. They've made a commitment to the process, not to the feeling. Now let's talk about discipline. Discipline is a skill, not a personality trait. This is crucial to understand. You're not born disciplined or undisciplined. It's something you develop over time through practice, just like learning to play an instrument or speak a new language. And here's the beautiful part. Once you build it, it becomes automatic. Discipline is about making decisions in advance. It's about deciding tonight that you're going to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and then doing it, regardless of how you feel when that alarm goes off. It's the gap between intention and action, and disciplined people have learned to close that gap consistently. Think of motivation as the spark that starts the fire, but discipline is the wood that keeps it burning. Motivation gets you to buy the gym membership. Discipline gets you there at 6 a.m. on a cold Tuesday morning when you slept terribly and have a long day ahead. See the difference? David Goggins talks about this concept he calls callousing your mind. The idea is simple but powerful. Every time you do something you don't want to do, every time you push through when it's uncomfortable, you're building mental toughness. You're training your brain to override those immediate feelings and focus on long-term goals. And here's what happens when you start operating from discipline instead of motivation. You become reliable to yourself. This might be the most underrated benefit of all. When you say you're going to do something and you actually do it, you build, and that self-trust becomes the foundation for everything else you want to achieve. So how do you actually build discipline? First, start small. Seriously, way smaller than you think. Don't try to overhaul your entire life on Monday. Pick one thing. Maybe it's making your bed every morning. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water first thing. Something so simple you can't fail. Do that consistently for 2 weeks. Then, add something else. Second, remove the decision-making process. This is huge. The more you have to think about whether or not you're going to do something, the more opportunities you have to talk yourself out of it. Make your decisions in advance and create systems that support them. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Prep your meals on Sunday. Set up your environment for success. Third, understand that discipline is built in the hard moments. Anyone can go to the gym when they feel great. The question is, can you go when you don't? Can you work on your business when you're not feeling inspired? Can you stick to your plan when it's inconvenient? Those moments, those specific moments when you want to quit but don't, that's where discipline is forged. Fourth, track your progress. Keep a simple calendar and mark an X every day you follow through on your commitment. There's something powerful about seeing that chain of X's grow. You start to not want to break the chain. It becomes its own form of motivation. Ironically, here's something else that's important. Discipline doesn't mean being rigid or miserable. It's not about punishing yourself or living some joyless existence. It's about creating freedom. Through structure, when you're disciplined about the important things, you actually have more freedom to enjoy life because you're not constantly stressed about what you should be doing. Think about it this way. The undisciplined person is always at war with themselves. They know what they should do, but they're not doing it. So there's this constant internal conflict. The disciplined person has resolved that conflict. They've made a decision, and they're executing on it. There's actually less mental stress involved. Now, I want to address something important. Building discipline doesn't mean you'll never feel motivated again. Actually, the opposite happens. When you start seeing results from your disciplined actions, motivation starts to show up naturally. But by that point, you don't need it anymore. It's just a nice bonus. The people who achieve extraordinary things aren't extraordinary people. They're ordinary people who've built extraordinary discipline. That's it. That's the secret. They've learned to show up consistently. especially when they don't feel like it. Day after day, week after week, year after year, that consistency compounds into results that look like magic to everyone else. So here's my challenge to you. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Stop looking for the perfect moment, the perfect mood, the perfect circumstances. Pick one thing, just one, that you're going to do every day for the next 30 days. Something that moves you toward your goals. And do it regardless of how you feel. Build that discipline muscle. Because, here's the truth, motivation is like a wave. It comes and goes. But discipline is like the ocean floor. It's always there, solid and reliable. When you build your life on discipline instead of motivation, you become unstoppable. Not because you always feel like doing the work, but because you do it anyway. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Don't let them down. Start building that discipline now. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment and let me know what your one discipline commitment is going to be. I'll see you in the next video.